Long time no see, everybody. What's going on? So what have we got here today? I'll tell you what have we got. So Donald Trump's tariffs, right, folks? Will that raise car prices? All right, so let's get into new car prices, right, folks? So they're speculating most likely new car prices will go up because of the tariffs, okay? So here's the deal, right? When the tariffs applied or will begin to apply, or maybe has already applied, right, folks, depending upon how you see it, then the manufacturer, producers of cars will most likely raise their prices to keep up the cost of tariffs, right? Now, think it this way, right, folks? Now, what happens to used cars, right? Pre-owned, secondhand, or certified pre-owned, whatever you want to call it, right? Okay, will they go up? Maybe yes, maybe no. It depends upon how you see it, right, folks? Thinking this way. If new car prices go up, I'm just making an example. A new car costs $60,000, right? Okay, so now if somebody doesn't really want to pay that kind of money and they say, you know what, I'm going to skip this, right? I'm going to skip the new car. Let me just go to a used car lot and try to go there and try to negotiate, right? Why? Because it's a used car, right? It makes sense. You can look at the color of the car, say, I don't like the color, I don't like enough the mileage on the car, or sometimes people might say, hey, I don't like this car because it's manual transmission, 5-speed stick shift, whatever you want to call it, 6-speed, right? Because I don't know how to drive it, so it's not automatic, so I don't really want this car, right? And nobody's gonna buy this car, so I'll buy this car, okay? So depending upon how you see it, used car prices could also go up. Because thinking this way, a lot of people will jump from new cars, they'll skip the new cars and they'll jump into used cars. You wanted to buy a used Mustang, I'll make an example, right? Or a used Camaro, and you could always walk into a car dealership and negotiate because it is a used car, right? New cars generally, folks, right? There's really less room to negotiate there, right? Because it's a brand new car, it's got very low miles or no miles at all, right? Maybe 10 miles, 12 miles. Just driven in the lot, or maybe less than 5 miles, right? So new cars, generally there is nothing to negotiate. You can go on some of these apps or websites and they'll try to shop for you, right? I'm sure you know these websites or apps, and they'll try to shop for you. But used cars, yes, there's always more room to negotiate, haggle, go back and forth, and try to see what you can do to get you a better discount, right? But folks, thinking this way, right? When COVID happened, right? Coronavirus, right? COVID-19. Used car prices jumped, right? Those $1,000 cars, right, before COVID would be selling for $7,000, $8,000, folks. Believe it or not, yes, okay? Because there was a lockdown, there was no production, right? So now a used car lot, let's just say in Brooklyn, who had maybe 8 Mustangs, right? You only had 2 or 3 Mustangs because most of the cars were sold, and there was nothing being made, manufactured, I'm talking about, right? So he could always jump his price and say, hey, listen, I only got 2 or 3 Mustangs left in my lot. You want it? You don't want it? I'm so sorry. This is what I have for you. Have a good day, sir. Have a good day, ma'am, right? So the Donald Trump's tariffs could possibly raise used car prices, yes or no, depending upon how you see it, or maybe not, depending upon dealers, because dealers really decide. And there's also supply and demand, right? What kind of car is it? Is it a used Tesla, used Mustang? Tesla fans are always going to buy the Tesla. They want the electric car, right? They don't want to deal with gasoline. They are pro-environment. They are using that for tax breaks, right? So comes the tricky part. Will they really go up? Or maybe they will not go up, right? Because used car dealers will probably maybe keep the prices lower, maybe drop the prices, right? To compete with new car prices, okay? Because they say, hey, if the new car prices are going up, the used cars will turn around and might say, hey, I'm going to lower the price of my cars just to attract traffic in the door and try to get my cars out of my lot as soon as possible. And guess what? Maybe the tariffs might expire sometime and I made my money and I can quickly come out making my huge profits, right? So yes and no, tricky question. Now here comes the next question a lot of people will talk about is this possibly the best time to buy a car before the prices go up? Tricky question, folks, right? It's hard to say. Tariffs maybe might not raise the price, right? Then you might have just bought a car for no reason, right? Or 2, guess what? Tariffs will raise the new car prices and used car prices. And at that point, you were better off just buying a car which you missed your chance, you missed your train, and now you got to pay a lot of money, like what happened right after COVID or even during COVID. People paid a lot of money for cars, right? Folks, let me know what you all think about this. Donald Trump's tariffs, new car prices, used car prices, and please press the subscribe button. Thank you.